If you're between the ages from 15 to 18 and you're struggling with acne or eczema, I know exactly how you feel because I was in the same position as you about 2 years ago. And during this period, I felt insecure, embarrassed, and I felt invisible, especially around girls. But now I'm able to feel confident and I'm able to be myself again and attract women and attract different friends. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you the exact plan I used to help clear my skin. When I first started, I would look up so many YouTube videos on how to clear my skin, what different moisturizers to use, different serums and all this stuff. But in reality, none of this stuff helped me. It actually made my acne worse, or it would heal it for a few days and then I would become reliant on these products. And if you really think about it, it makes sense. It makes sense why the skincare industry would want you to feel this way. Why it would want you to, buy their products and why so many influencers and dermatologists recommend this stuff to you. It's because it makes them money. That's really the main reason these stuff is recommended because it just makes them money. So if you want to take control of your acne, you need to ditch the skincare. You need to get rid of it because it's not doing you any good. And if it is, that's fine, but why not heal the internal problem first? Because acne is actually an internal problem, not an external problem. That's what a lot of people like to think that, just because you can see acne, that it's an external problem, that's something wrong just with your skin. But this isn't true, and this is what I've came to the realization over the years of struggling with acne. It's an internal problem. It was never an external problem. And I struggled with that for so many years. So what would I do? I would just rub myself with skincare products and hope it would go away. And that's what a lot of people do. They hope this stuff goes away. And they're left feeling confused, they're left feeling anxious because they don't know what works. So what does actually work? Because skincare really just treats the symptoms. It doesn't get to the root cause. So what is the root cause that so many people are forgetting? And that's diet. It's glanced upon, everyone just throws it away. It's like vaguely talked about. It's like eat your fruits and vegetables and you'll get healthy. And you know that advice never works because if you've ever tried that, you've just gone back to eating the food again because you weren't given a clear plan on what type of foods to eat. Yeah, fruits and vegetables are good, but is that it? Should I only be eating that? What foods should I include as well? Like what foods heal my skin? What foods damage my skin? That's not really talked about, and that's the number one reason you have acne. It's not because have these weird hormones or because you're genetically prone to have acne. That's not the reason you have it. The reason you have it is because internally you're messed up. Your gut is absolutely cooked. You don't eat the right type of foods. You're not active. You live this sedentary lifestyle. And that's the main reason you have acne in the first place. So, what foods should you exactly be eating and what foods should you be getting rid of to heal your acne? So, first, let's start off with the foods you should be removing. This is going to include stuff like bread, pasta, processed foods, sugar, and seed oils. All this stuff you want to remove. And a lot of the time you might think some foods are healthy, but they're gonna have these sneaky ingredients like seed oils in them, which are gonna cause you to break out. You probably know this. You probably know that once you eat a lot of sugar, once you eat like a lot of bread or pasta, that you start to break out. But there's a lot of hidden foods like hidden sugars and seed oils that slowly creep up on you over time and are causing you to break out. So I know this sounds overwhelming, and I know like a lot of people eat these type of foods. What you need to realize is this is how you heal your acne. This is how you start being confident in your own body. This is how you start having that level of attraction from girls and making new friends again and feeling confident enough to talk to people. Yeah, it's difficult, but if you just sacrifice, if you sacrifice these foods that were made in a laboratory by some scientist, you will have the rewards of finally healing your acne. And I know that is 10 times more powerful than indulging in this food. And if you really think about it, our ancestors did not have access to these type of foods. These foods weren't available to them. This is like a new invention that was created like 50 years ago. Before then, we didn't have any of this stuff. And if you think about it, that's probably the reason a lot of people are having these negative side effects when they eat this type of food. It's because The body isn't used to it, so it sends you a signal by the form of acne that you shouldn't be eating it. But over time, we just kind of forgotten this, and now we think all this food is normal to eat. When in reality, it's just made by some scientist in a laboratory and made by some company who's trying to get you addicted, so you just buy more of their products. And once you realize this, you start to question everything you're eating. And now you can finally take control of your health and of the things you put into your body. By the way, I talk about this more in depth in one of the modules inside my course where I give you specific diet protocols and also cookbooks that you can use to finally have your skin cleared and be confident in your own body. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Link is in the description. So what foods should you exactly be eating if you're trying to heal your acne? And this is pretty self-explanatory, but it's just forgotten over time. And a lot of people think, like I said, the food now is just completely normal and they should be eating that. But really, you have to ask yourself this question, and it's what did our ancestors eat? And that's what you need to revolve your diet around of. Because if you think about it, our ancestors did not have stuff like acne and eczema and all these skin problems that are happening now. They had very clear skin, like they were happy people. They were dancing around, they were having fun, and they didn't even know what acne was. If you go to a tribe now and you show them a picture of somebody with acne, they'll look at you crazy, like, oh, what is that? They don't have a concept of skincare. They don't have a concept of all these weird ingredients. They literally just eat healthy, and guess what? They have clear skin. They're happy. They're healthy. They're able to, be confident and talk to people. They're not like this shy, timid person anymore. They're actually able to be themselves and be happy. So, what food should you exactly be eating? That's going to be stuff high in protein but low in carbs. And by carbs, I mean refined carbs. Unrefined carbs, they're fine. Like stuff like, vegetables, you have fruits, you have white rice, all this stuff, these unrefined carbs are actually really good for you. But the refined carbs nowadays, they're just enriched, which means like they have to add more nutrients to them because they don't have the essential nutrients you need, like fiber and different types of starches that actually help you break down this type of food. But these foods have been stripped of that. So once you eat carbs, you want to be eating the unrefined carbs, the stuff that comes from nature that our ancestors have been eating for thousands of years and they've thrived off of. So that's what you need to be eating. You need to be eating low carb, but you need to be eating unrefined carbs. So now we're getting into the protein. What type of protein should you be eating? And really, here is just up to you. Eat any type of protein you want, really, that comes from an animal. Don't have, tofu and shit like that soy boy stuff. Have real meat. Have meat that our ancestors ate, like beef, you have fish, salmon, lamb, chicken. That's the type of foods you need to be eating. You don't need to be eating all this soy vegan shit that's just gonna make you low testosterone. So eat real foods, eat foods that your ancestors ate. That's the rule I like to stick to. And trust me, once you start doing this, your energy is gonna go up. You're gonna have better hormones and better skin health because protein is literally the building blocks for your hormones. One thing a lot of people neglect is going to be their hydration. They don't focus on the things that are going to hydrate their skin and have that glow. And a lot of the things that you're drinking are probably dehydrating you. Sugar alone dehydrates you, and this can come from stuff like energy drinks, soda, the candy, whatever. Sugar dehydrates you, and it causes your skin to be ashy, chapped, and also like it causes acne in the first place. It causes you to break out. And plain water isn't enough. Just drinking water isn't going to fix your problems. What you need to start adding is electrolytes, especially salt-based electrolytes that have stuff like potassium and magnesium, which actually hydrate your skin. Just plain water alone is actually not going to hydrate you. It might even dehydrate you. I know it's crazy, but when I first learned this, I started to actually add electrolytes to my water, maybe a pinch of sea salt in your water, or some lemon juice, or, buying an electrolyte powder, like salt-based electrolyte powder. Those are the type of stuff you need to be doing to hydrate your skin. Because a lot of the time, like through the modern foods you're eating, it's dehydrating you and it's causing your skin to break out. So definitely include stuff like this, stuff also like coconut water, which has potassium, which is gonna, hydrate your skin. So definitely try to get more hydration in and try to, keep a water bottle next to you, fill it up. It's a super easy fix that you can make, but it makes all the difference. So definitely try to stay hydrated as much as you can. And once I implemented all the things I just mentioned out to you, so many things improved in my life. Not only did my acne get better, but my confidence got better. I wasn't insecure anymore. I was finally attracting girls and getting new friends because I was able to step out of my comfort zone now. And I wasn't afraid that people were looking at me. So once you start this path, really it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult for the first 30 days. But really, if you put in the effort and you stick to it and you prove to yourself that you can do this, there's so much freedom that's involved. There's so many things that you'll feel proud of. You finally get hyped thinking about, that you finally healed your acne, that you didn't listen to all those dermatologists, all those influencers that were trying to sell you these skincare products that never worked for you. You're not wasting your money anymore, and you're finally able to take control of your health. And I want the same for you. So definitely follow the advice that I listed on this video. And if you want more of these videos, definitely leave a like, comment. And I want to leave you with this motivation. If I could do it, so could you. So once you put in these effort, once you put in this thing, your whole life's gonna change, both emotionally and physically. So definitely take the advice in this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.